All right, Gemini, welcome to your weekly horoscope from March 8th through the 14th. My name is Athan. All right, so we have a very transitional month this month in March, and this week in particular, with the whole Uranus Pluto Square energy. For those of you who've been following me for the past few weeks, I've been talking quite heavily about this. Major transitions, major changes over the past 3 years, and this is it, the last aspect between these two planets here in March. And it's starting this week when Mars goes over Uranus in that 10th house of yours. So first of all, there's been lots of changes probably with the things relating to career, the public image, your public image, or anything you're doing on that public level, or the bigger elements of your life, the overall structures of your life. So whatever's changing there, that's going to be a very powerful time for you this week when Mars goes over Uranus. But it starts on Sunday when we have your ruler Mercury going into Aquarius, your 9th house. So I think you guys learned a lot, like I've been talking about behind the scenes things, the deeper elements of life. That's all shifting now. Mercury going into your 9th house is a transformation of the mind. Going from the 8th to the 9th is always very expansive, and for you it's very personal. So there's that expansion energy, and I think learning and teaching and sharing philosophy, understanding more about your principles in life, tapping into your adventurous side, while Mercury is transiting that 9th house. All of these things which you did recently have some new beginnings with during the last new moon in Aquarius. But with your ruler here, I think it's much more solidified, and Mercury is always the exchanges. So there's lots of opportunities to be had when you're tapping into that adventure. Anything that expands you either physically, mentally, or emotionally, or spiritually, which could be travel, it could be philosophy, church and things like this. So that's the beginning of the week there. Also, sort of Saturday night and Sunday, I just want to cover this briefly, as we have the sun going over Chiron, which is that 9th house. So I think you guys have been healing a little bit in regards to the adventurous side of life and the passion and zest of life itself with Chiron transiting that 9th house. And I think over the weekend, be a good time on Sunday in particular and Saturday to continue with those things. Tap into that adventurous side. I think you'll find that quite healing. Monday and Tuesday, we've got Mars trining up to Jupiter. So there is opportunities this week with Jupiter forming very nice aspects up to this whole Uranus activity. And so here with Mars, as I think about you guys have been putting in work, energy into your work or career or anything on that public level. And so there's opportunities this week, specifically around Monday and Tuesday with this. So initiate, put that Mars energy forward. I know you probably already have, but continue to move forward with it. There's some good optimism, some good possibilities to be seen, but it's an easy aspect, and a lot of times with the easy aspects we can see it, but we have to, especially with Mars, we have to be willing to move and put that energy forward. So great for anything on that work sector, especially Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, specifically Wednesday though, but this whole middle week time period, Mars goes over Uranus in that 10th. So we're all ready for change. And for you, it's change with things relating to your work and career, that 10th house stuff activated here. So keep it constructive, because with Mars, Uranus, sometimes it can feel a little bit erratic, like you want to just suddenly make some changes, which is fine. Just keep it nice and grounded. Take it slow. Watch what you're doing. It's a very quick energy. And so move forward slowly, I feel like. But in either case, make those changes. There's an opportunity this whole month to further all of this stuff you're doing on that public or career level. So move forward with it. It's a good energy for you. Now, it is requiring an integration with Pluto transiting your 7th. So while this stuff's happening on the 10th house level with the career and stuff, you also do have transitions taking place with your relationship sector with Pluto in your 7th house. Learning more about relationship dynamics, instincts, power, these types of things that are involved in relationships. So they're important, but it's essentially about you releasing attachments in regards to relationships, just getting at the core, the compassion, the presence, and just overall compassion in general, specifically. Because once we strip everything away, that's what's left, is that inner core, that presence and compassion. That's what Pluto's helping us do in general. But for you, it's regarding those relationships. So be willing to strip away all those attachments, and then naturally there's this part of you that wants to make change with the career, with the relationships. I think you're feeling that. And this is a great week to move forward with that. Just integrate it with your relationships. Make sure you're balancing whatever you're doing on that work sector with the relationships, and just kind of, with a square, we don't want to square up to it. We want to work with it. We want to harmonize with it as best as we can. So again, that's all going into next week as well, and it's pretty much shaping up the rest of this week from like Tuesday onwards, pretty much the whole week. Now on Thursday, we have Venus going into Aries, which is your 11th house. I think, as we slowly transition through March and into April, we're going to feel a little bit of this Aries energy, because Venus is going into Aries, which is your 11th house, then followed by Mars, then the Sun and Mercury. So one by one, these planets are going into your 11th house of groups, friends, the community, what you derive from your work. The 11th house is the income we get from our work, or the satisfaction we get from our work, which is, if you ask anyone what their true satisfaction in their work is, it's contribution, it's giving. So it's that too, contributions, the house of Aquarius. So enjoy these things, enjoy the groups, the friends, the community, get involved, and focus on what you're really passionate about in your work, especially from Thursday onward. I think you'll enjoy that, and there's some good opportunities there for you. Now on Saturday, the sun goes into Pisces, over your midheaven into that 10th house. Okay, so things are still going. I mean, there's a long stretch of stuff going on with your career, work, public stuff here, and this is going to be new beginnings right around the corner in about a couple weeks when we have the new moon in that 10th house, new beginnings there. But in either case, continue with it. I think there's some good enjoyment, some passion. I think this is for the next 30 days, a time where you can really gain that vital life force energy when you're involved with these big picture things. All right, Gemini, have a fantastic week. Thank you again for all of your support, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.